Hey guys, Stephen Gilbert here from soulweb.org, where internet marketing meets integrity. And on today's show, I have my good friend Michael Cheney to talk about his upcoming course that I think you guys are really going to like because it's fresh, it's unique, and it's copy and paste. So Michael, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here, bud.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks for the invite. I'm looking forward to sharing some stuff here.
Yeah. Thanks for taking the time as well. So basically what I like to do is I just like to ask, questions that give people enough information to make a decision for themselves, right? And so really the first question is well, first of all, what's the name of your product? And second of all, what makes it unique?
Okay, well, in terms of the product, we can certainly talk about the product. I mean, I've got a bunch of stuff I want to share with guys as well on the call and give them some tactics they can actually take and start using right away. So I'd like to, come on to that as well. But in terms of the program, it's called Copy Paste Commissions. It's the result of many, many years of experience. I've been doing internet marketing for about 15 years. I got together with Omar Martin, who's been doing it for several years as well. And the story of how this came about is we started kind of comparing sizes of commissions in terms of how much commissions we'd each made online. And we totaled it all up and we've made over $4 million in commissions. So we thought, well, look, we know a thing or two about affiliate marketing. Let's put this down. Let's get this strategy down. Let's record it. Let's teach people the same method. And that's where copy paste commissions came about. People can take this method, copy it, paste it into their own business, and start generating commissions from it. So we kind of stand out from the marketplace in terms of the amount of experience that's gone into this program. It's not just something that's created in a week or a couple of months. This is, like 25 years in the making in terms of our combined affiliate experience. It's something that anybody can do. You don't need a list. You don't need a website. You don't need to be an expert. You can do this rocking off the street using free traffic. So these are the kind of things that set it apart from a lot of the things that are out there.
Okay.
Yeah, in a nutshell.
Well, before we get to the three tips you want to share, would you prefer to share them now or at the end?
I don't mind, whatever you do, whatever works for you, dude.
Okay, all right. Well, who would you say is the target audience for this? Like, who's going to benefit most from picking this up?
I don't know who would benefit most from it. I mean, I just got off a call with a guy called James Knight. You might have heard of him. He's a fairly established marketer. He made $10,000 in a week using one of the strategies inside this program. So it works for everybody. If you're at the level where you've just got into internet marketing, you've not been in it that long, maybe a few days even, or just a few weeks, it's going to put you on the roadmap to generating your first dollars. If you've already made the first few dollars, but you want to get that 100 a day, then it will get you to that level. If you're already at a level where you're making a few thousand a month, it can take you to that next level. So it works for everyone, and we've made it in a way that it's comprehensive enough to take a newbie and get them up to speed, but it's also got enough advanced stuff in there that guys like yourself that have already been around the block go through the program, and you just take even just a couple of nuggets from that, and you can make an extra few grand every single month very, very easily.
Interesting. Do you have any proof you can share? Is the sales page close? Do you have a rough draft of the sales page or any kind of proof you could show on the call? Because I know you got the proof, Michael. It's just a matter of if the sales page is ready or whatever.
I'm gonna show something here. The sales page, it's got like an early bird link up just now.
Yeah.
1 minute. I mean, is it the sales page you want to see, or do you want to actually just see the proof of some of the proof of earnings and commissions and stuff? Because I can easily show you that.
It's up to you. Whichever one you prefer. Just share your screen, and we'll get hooked up.
Okay, 1 second. Let me go in here. Okay, so I'm going to show some earnings proof here. This is obviously on the fly. One second, bear with me. Okay. Now, let me show you this. How do you do this? Click.
There should be a green button up in the top left.
Okay. Can you see this?
Yeah. Yep.
So this is one of my accounts. This isn't even a JVZoo account. I was going to go into my JVZoo account and show you that stuff, but this is probably more convincing, to be honest. So so this is inside an Infusionsoft account for one program that I promote as an affiliate, and you can see here. This is the money that I've made between the 1st of January 2015 and the 18th of August. This is UK date format. And today, this is just promoting one product. That's nearly $500,000 that I've made. So, you know, I know what I'm talking about in terms of generating commissions. Obviously, Omar is the same. Let me just see. Let me just 1 second. I should be able to find the sales letter too. So people just have a quick nose at that. As I say, it's currently kind of hidden away.
Yeah, sorry to put you on the spot here.
Yeah, no trick questions and all that. No, it's all fine. It's all fine. I mean, I'll be totally honest with you. I can't remember what we put on the site, but we'll show it anyway, and we'll see what happens. Click. Click. Can you see the sales letter now? Are we on here?
I'm still seeing the Infusionsoft earnings.
Hmm.
You may have to select a different window on share screen.
Maybe. I am a Hangout newbie here. Oh, try this then. This work?
Yep, there we go.
Cool. So this is the sales letter. So this is how much money Omar and I have generated in commissions using the strategy that we share inside the program. This is obviously some of our earnings inside JVZoo. Yeah, and I don't think we went big on proof, to be honest. I mean, most people just know who we are anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I said I know you have the proof. Like,
sure, yeah. Yeah, it's not. We didn't put a whole bunch on there, to be honest. I mean,
yeah, I mean, for the people that don't know, Michael and Omar have been doing this for over 10 years now, I think. So they really have it down to a science. And what their product does is it gives you a copy and paste formula. So if you don't know what you're doing, or you've never made any kind of money online, you can take this, implement their strategies, and then start seeing results, which is why I'm excited about it. So let's just move on to the next questions. When does it launch? How about that?
Okay, so yeah, it's launching on Tuesday next week.
Okay, what date? Do you know what date that is off the top of your head? I can look on my phone.
It's the 23rd of August, Tuesday, 23rd of August.
At noon, right? Noon Eastern?
Noon Eastern, so you won't have to get out of bed early and go in the garage to buy it. You can rock up at 12, so it's all good.
And who do you think this benefits most? You think the newbies will benefit most, or do you think advanced marketers will benefit most?
Well, it's all relative. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you know, I'm not just saying this to get more sales, although it will get more sales. But I mean, everybody's going to benefit. You know, the newbie that doesn't know what to do and doesn't know how to make that first dollar, this will get you there. I just got off a call with a guy, James Knight. Some of you may have heard of, an internet marketer. It's been around for a short while. He used one tactic from inside the program and made $10,000 in a week doing something he wasn't doing before. A newbie it's unlikely a newbie's going to do that, obviously, but he's got some stuff already in place, but he made a couple of twists and he reckons he's doubled or even tripled what he would have made that week using what he learned in the program. So yeah, it will benefit everybody in different ways. I don't know who it will benefit most. I mean, to me, the first dollar you make can be even more beneficial, more exciting than the 100,000th or the millionth. I mean,
It is, man. It is. I remember coming home in like 2009 after I'd gotten out of class and checking my phone to see if I'd made a sale, and I had made 2 through paid ads. Of course, I had spent way more money than because I didn't know what I was doing. But just the fact that I had made 2 sales, it gave me like the excitement and the passion and the knowledge to know that this could actually work. And so that's why. And now look at me now. I pursued it, and here I am, and it's been great. It's been a dream. So what's inside the front-end offer exactly? What are they going to be getting with their purchase, and what's the price of it?
It's $9.95. And 1 second here, I'm just going to go and show you. I can't go and share the screen again. 1 second. Share. I'll get there. Where is it? Here we go. Can you see this? Just check before. Yeah. So this is the front end product, right? So what you get a quick start guide video which guides you through everything. You then get the main manual, the strategy in manual format PDF. We'll take a look at that in a sec. And you also get audio versions if you want to download them onto your phone. So this will take you through the strategy that Omar and I have used to generate over $4 million step by step. Okay, it goes through, it shows you what to do, what order you need to do it in. And then we've got videos as well that cover the same content. So people like to learn in different ways. Some people like to learn on the move. Some people are more visual. Some people want to print it off and have it as kind of physical. So we've got all bases covered, but you get all of that for your $9.95. And this is inside the ebook here. So I'm sorry, I'm going to go through all this, otherwise it kind of renders part of this call pointless. But you get the idea. You go through it step by step. We cover everything off, and you're able to go through it and implement the strategies. As we,
So say I'm a complete newbie. I pick up your course. I go through the training. If I take action, am I pretty much guaranteed to make results with what you're going to be teaching? I know you can't. I know you obviously for legal reasons and FTC. It always depends on the person. But assume I'm a newbie. Assume I go in. I follow your instructions step by step. Is it going to work for me? Because that's going to be the main question on everyone's mind as they're watching this.
Yes, of course. That's the whole point behind it. And many people have done that. I mean, it's just, as you and I know, we can have a separate call when we're not live and talk about the fact that people leave stuff on the hard drives, they buy stuff, they don't do anything, it doesn't make money in 24 hours, they refund it. You and I know it's the person as much as the product, but you've got to know what you're doing, right? So if you're watching this and you're determined, you want to make that first dollar, you want to turn that first dollar into 100 or 1,000 or 10,000, you feel you are the right person, you've got your commitment to put into it, but up until now you've been working the wrong strategy, then this is for you. If you're a lazy ass dude who's not going to do jack all and is just expecting money to come pouring out of the computer after you've read an ebook, don't buy it. Don't buy it. You know what I mean? I've been doing it. I made my first dollar in about 1999. I've been full-time internet marketing since about 2000. I've made millions of dollars. I've been very, very fortunate. I've paid off all my bills. I live mortgage-free. I've got multiple properties, yada, yada, yada. But I still got these things stuck to my monitor. This is a water pump. This is to remind me that if you stop pumping the pump, the water stops coming out. But more importantly, even when you're starting, in order to get the water to come out of a pump like this, you need to pump without water coming out. You need to pump for a long time before you see jack shit.
Oh, like, yeah.
The guys that just start and like pumping away on this, oh, it's not working, it's not working. The water's like, you know, it's just rising up and they give up too late. But it's also to remind me to keep on pumping away. And the other one I've got is this, which is actually from a British cycling coach who coached a number of the Tour de France winners. And this is his formula for success. Basically, you've got to be hungry, you've got to be committed, and you cannot be distracted. So if you don't have the hunger, you're not committed to make this work, or you get easily distracted, just forget it, right? But what we do is if you are that person, and you've got that commitment, you've got the hunger to make this work, and you're just looking for how to make it work, then this is the way to make it work. This will work for you, but you need to work the system. It's not going to make money for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I before we got on the call, Michael, I spent about an hour going through the course, and I was impressed with how in depth it was. Not to scare people off, because in depth doesn't necessarily mean hard to understand. So not only was it in depth, but it was easy to learn, and it was laid out in such a format that I can imagine myself being that complete newbie 9 years ago, picking this up, following the steps, and getting results with it, which is why I wanted to interview you, because it really is a great course. I mean, this is a fantastic course. I'm not sure why you like to sell them so low, because for me, this is a course I would sell in the $27, $37 range, but you're selling it for $10, which brings me to my next question. Is this a dime sale, or is it just going to stay at $9.95?
No, it'll stay at $9.95, unless you're kind of one of these douchebags that doesn't take action, and we'll know that through a special technology, and we'll charge you $100. No, it's $9.95 throughout the launch, and the reason it's so low is because one of the main reasons we're doing this is to build an army of affiliates. That's what Omar and I want. We're not making any money from the sale of that product.
Yeah,
okay? We're giving 100% commissions away to affiliates and JVs like you guys, right? We want a lot of affiliates that know our method and do it the right way, so that when we launch something else, we've got people behind us that know how to do affiliate marketing in the right way, rather than a lot of what we see out there, people not doing it the right way, they're not getting results, they may be spamming, or they're sticking stuff on Facebook groups, or they're jumping from one product to the next every couple of days. And we wanted to put it in the hands of as many people as possible, so that we can have a lot of affiliates promote our stuff down the line. Now, obviously, people might say, oh yeah, but why don't you give it away for free? See this, as per previous comment, right? This is why we don't do it.
And that's another thing I was going to say. By keeping the price so low, you're actually you're giving yourself the ability to help as many people as possible. I mean, $10, that's the price of 2 Big Mac meals at McDonald's. I sometimes my wife is like, I want McDonald's. I have to go spend $10 to get 2 Big Mac meals, But this is something that is worth way more than 2 Big Mac meals. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Tell me about the OTOs. Tell me what each one is, what's inside, what they get, and then the price of it.
Oh, okay. So the OTOs, we've got 2 OTOs. Each one has a downsell. Each one has, in my humble opinion, one of the best OTO videos, you'll ever see. You've got to go through this funnel, dude. If you haven't gone through the funnel, never before have we had like positive comments and praise and people saying like that was an awesome OTO video. Like Omar and I just had such fun creating these things. We were creating, we're kind of got this banter going between us. There's flying unicorns going in these videos. So even if you're one of these guys, it's like, oh my God, I'm not spending anything else. I'm not getting any of these upgrades. I'm just going to go and make this work. Watch the videos just for the fun of it, okay? Because they're pretty funny videos. So anyway, the OTOs, what are they? So the first upsell, and I'm just trying to pull the screen up here. I might be able to show you something on here. The first OTO is a toolkit. Okay, so this is a toolkit that we give you that makes everything, I've always taught people, you've got to, when you're making additional offers, it can never be essential, right? So you don't sell a car and then say, look, the OTO is the wheels, right?
Right.
You don't need these. They're not essential. But if you want to get there faster and easier, then you should buy them. Simple as that. But you don't have to, and don't go whinging to the hills if you're shocked by it. So what you get in the toolkit is you get a number of templates. You get fill-in-the-blank templates that you can just fill in the blanks and use as promos, right? So in the main course, we teach you how to create affiliate promos in the right way, so you can go off and do that. But with the toolkit, you get these fill-in-the-blank templates. So we've kind of done almost all of the work for you. You just hop in.
So it's kind of done for you then.
Yeah. I mean, it's like almost done for you. You've got to do a little bit of work. You've got to fill in the blanks on these templates. You also get a program that Omar recorded an event, How to Become an Affiliate Superstar, which is a series of videos. You get that as well as part of that OTO. You get a number of different things, but it's kind of template based, right? So it's templates that you can take, add a little bit of your own spin on, a little bit of work to, and then you're up and running, rather than having to create something totally from scratch. So the cost of so I'm all over the place here. The cost of that upsell is $27, right? $27. Okay. The second upsell is $37, and that is the done-for-you service. So that's a notch up again. So rather than templates, these are complete campaigns ready to rock and roll for various products, right? And each campaign comes with 7 promotional messages written for you that you can either email out, Facebook versions you can put on Facebook, 7 blog posts. I think we also create tweets that you can put out. We also create a bonus for you for the promo that you can give away to your buyers. And we guaranteed you approval with that vendor. And we secured a coupon code for you, for your buyers when you promote that product. So rather than you going out and having to say, well, I'm going to have to find a product to promote using this strategy, what product's best, what converts, we've found 7 that have converted really well for us. We guarantee that you'll get approved in JVZoo to promote them. We give you a bonus to give to your buyers. We've secured a coupon code that you can pass on to your buyers as an added incentive. And we've written all the promotions for you. You just copy and paste them, and you're up and running. So that's the done for you option, which is obviously very popular because it's done for you. And that's the second upsell. And you get 5 of those campaigns. So I think I said 7. You get 5 of those ready-made campaigns with that.
And I don't want to scare people here, because people watching this, they're going to hear you say buyers and think, I need a list. If I'm not mistaken, I did see where you teach them, you do tell them how from scratch to build a list. So don't feel like you have to come into this with a list to succeed. I mean, this is literally A to Z, 1, 2, 3. Here's what you do. Everything is laid out, and then the OTOs basically let you make money automatically because they're done for you.
Yeah, you don't need to invest in anything else whatsoever. Right? I cannot state that enough. You do not need a domain name. You do not need a website. You don't need an autoresponder. You can do this on Facebook. Even if you don't have a Facebook account, you can start from scratch and be up and running with this pretty quickly. We teach you this, right? It's taught inside the main program itself. We teach you that, how to do that method. So yeah, obviously if you've got a list or if you've already got a Facebook account, you're up and running, you've got a slight advantage, you'll get there quicker. But if you don't, no big deal.
Cool. So there's only 2 OTOs. What's the difference between the OTOs and the downsells?
I don't know. I can't remember. It's the honest answer.
It's just like a lesser version of the OTO. Yeah. So that option is there for people.
We took something away. I can't remember. Obviously, we changed the offer. We're not just reduce the price. Yeah, we take something away from each one, and you get it for less. I mean, I think you get less.
And that's pretty, that's pretty unique and straightforward. So, Michael, what I like to do on these calls when I bring on guests is I like to give you guys the final word. So whether you have any personal story you'd like to share, or maybe some words of wisdoms like your cutout, or maybe even just a final call to action, you get the final word. So whatever you want to say, the floor is yours.
Okay, I'm going to try and do this in 120 seconds because I have still to share my 3 tips. We promised this right up front. We haven't done it yet. So I'm going to go through these 100 miles an hour. When you're listening to this, if you're watching this, bear in mind, this is just a snippet of what you're going to discover in the main program itself, okay? Just to give you a flavor of the quality of the training and the type of things you can learn. You can take the 3 things I'm going to share with you and make money right away. I'm not going to pause and sort of, wait for the reaction. I'm just going to motor through them. So the first one is make the skeleton dance, which is something you do all the time. You probably don't even realize it, that you're doing it. But it's a phrase from George Bernard Shaw in the early 20th century in the UK. And it's like, if you've got a skeleton in your closet, make it dance. This is what you need to do in your affiliate promotions. If the product's great in most areas, but it's crap in one area, don't hide it away. Talk about it. Be honest, be transparent, be upfront. Plug the gap and say, look, it's really good at this, but for some reason he misses out on SEO. So what I'm going to do as a bonus is I've created a module for you on SEO. So that product is now complete. Buy it through my link. And, oh, well, it doesn't have an SEO component. I've given it you as a bonus. You'll make a ton more sales. People will see you're honest, transparent. Will see that you've also bought the product, which is great social proof that you've actually invested in your own money. You've filled the gap. You've been truthful about what the product is and what it isn't, and you'll do more sales. That's number 1, make a skeleton dance. Number 2 is to use the yes bot. The yes bot promo message, right? So during a promotion, if you've been doing it for a few days, you've been doing it for a number of days or just one day, you're always going to have prospects that are saying, whether it's on Facebook or your blog, saying or at least thinking to themselves, yes, bot. Yes, but do you really think I should buy this? Yes, but do you actually recommend that I buy this? Yes, but is this really right for me? So you need to come out as an affiliate marketer. You have to put your balls on the line and actually tell people, if you believe it, that yes, they should buy that. Right? You might have said all about the benefits. You might have described all the features, all the differences, why it's unique, all these different things. But you need to tell people to buy the product. If you don't actually outright come out and say that, you're missing out on probably 20%.
Well, here, let me come right out and say it, guys. I've been through the product. I really think you should buy it. It's really going to help you. Anyway, go ahead.
And that wasn't the only reason I included that as a tip, but it's quite a cool effect. But yeah, so you do need to come out and do that. And a lot of affiliates are scared of doing that because they don't want to appear too salesy. People want to be led. They want to know if this is the right thing to do. And if you don't tell them, then a lot of people won't make their mind up themselves. They're scared. They're worried about making a bad decision. So you need to tell them. So that's number 2. Number 3 is what I call after-party sales. So most affiliates focus on the party, which is just promoting a product. Great, I made $5,000, or great, I made a couple of sales of this product, whatever it is. Excellent. Okay, what's next? What's over here? Or something over there? Or what's next week? And then just move on, and then just leave a whole boatload of money with what I call after-party sales. And the after-party is where people go after they've just bought that affiliate product. What you can do in JVZoo, you probably know this, I'm sure, is after they bought a product, you can put them on a list. You can put them on a sub-list of your autoresponder so that they buy product X, they get on a list that you've created that sends them an email instantly saying, thank you for investing in product X through my link. Here's your bonus. And by the way, this is also a great product about that topic. You should go and check it out. And you're promoting another product right there and then. The link to the bonus page, you take them to the bonus page. Step 1 says, make sure you also check out this product. It's a perfect companion to what you've just invested in. Right? That thing right there could double your affiliate sales if you do it in the right way. Because these guys have just bought, they've just put their credit card down, they've just invested in something. If you make them an offer that's relevant, comparable and works well in partnership with what they've just invested in, a whole bunch of people will buy it. So that's what I call after-party sales. So people watching this video right now or watching this, you can go and apply those 3 things: the skeleton dancing, the yes bot promo, and those after-party sales. You make a ton more money right out of the gate. So that's it.
So basically what Michael has just done is, once you go through the course and build the list the way they show you, if you do those things, you're going to make even more sales. He actually just taught me something I didn't even know. So now that's something I'm actually going to try just because he said that. That's how he just gave away information that I had never heard of before. So now I'm going to take that and implement that in my business. And that information was good. Now imagine how much better the information is in the course. So Michael, thanks for being on the show. Again, what day do you launch? The 23rd at noon Eastern, right?
That's it.
All right, guys, be here then. It's $10, cheaper than an Arby's meal. And honestly, it's well worth it because it's a great course. Michael, thanks for taking the time to come on the show. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome, dude. We'll speak soon.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.